Hello, happy Monday. Welcome back to the channel. Watch all my reviews. This is your boy James, where I'm here to give my honest review while trying to watch my mouth. Not gonna happen this video, but that's all right. Hey, Jim Bunny, glad you caught the live, love. We appreciate you being here. And introducing my co-host, Mrs. Beth. I'll say what's up to her.
Hi, everybody. Apologies if my sound is I am on lunch. Hey, y'all, in San Francisco. So bear with me, but I'm here, like the video.
We appreciate you being here, and by all means necessary, you are always welcome in any condition. I don't care as long as you're here. So, y'all, this is Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Episode 7, Hard Launch, Soft Landing. And let me tell y'all, this episode was highly interesting considering what is on the blogs today. So we're going to get there because I have some things to kind of explain away a little bit. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get into the episode. So the episode starts off with Stacy, her and what's this man's name? TJ, I think. Is at her condo in the city because when her husband has the baby, she goes off to her downtown condo so she doesn't have to interrupt his time with her. And they're up there, is awkward as hell. They started painting each other, and they talk about him not having sex once again, him not drinking. He is a devoted Christian. He is going to reserve his body and be purity. I'm like, are you sure you're not Mormon, sir? Because this is how this is coming off. But nevertheless, that's his honor to God. I cannot judge it. So Stacy tells him as they're sitting down and as the camera is panning on his ass, I'm like, if y'all don't get out this man's ass, we get it. We see it. We understand. But anyways, she's talking about he's going to be meeting the ladies at Jazzy's event for the Super Bowl after party. Yeah, I believe that too, but I'm not gonna say anything. He devoted. Hi, Naya. Thank you for joining us, love. We appreciate it. But he goes, "Oh, I don't care about meeting the ladies," because Stacy mentioned that they talk a lot about him and how this is weird for them to be celibate and all this kind of stuff. And he goes, "They're not making fun of me. They're making fun of God." And I'm looking at him like, "Oh God." Y'all overly religious people kill me with this. Y'all do. Y'all kill me with this. I swear
We
y'all
are making fun of you, TJ. We are. You, just
absolutely
you.
just you. God ain't got nothing to do with it. We making fun of you because we feel like you is playing in his lady face, and because she's so gullible, I'm just like whatever she get, she get. So whatever it is, whatever you give her, she deserves it. So if you give her hell, she deserves it. If you give her grace, she deserves it. I like Stacy personally, but I'm not seeing it for this relationship. Mrs. Best, how did you feel about that scene?
I don't think that, I don't know what she sees or like why she sees it or any of that, but he's not interested in her.
I mean, at least a kiss. At least give us something, some indication so we don't, continue with our assertion. But TJ, at it's me, James Jackson, go ahead and slide in these DMs, please. Because I will gladly accept whatever that is. Because I'm telling you, you would do wonderful in the LGBTQ plus community. You would do wonderful. Wonderful. I promise you. Um, she is emotionally naive, and I need to know the backstory between her and his husband. I need to know the backstory because she's been married for 16 years, so something is blocked when it comes to her being and her emotional state, or maybe she just really is this bubbly and just this happy. Maybe this really is who she is, and maybe him being repressed for her doesn't bother her. Maybe that doesn't bother her. I don't know. It's really strange, but that's her relationship, not mine. I couldn't do it personally. I got to make sure all of the plumbing works. So, that's just me personally. But for Stacy, it may not matter to her. Maybe she'll call the plumber and fix it. I don't know. We'll see. But moving on from there, we have a scene with Giselle, Ashley, and Karen. Ashley setting up her backyard so they can have a moment with Karen after they get back from North Carolina. and they're talking to Karen because Karen's court date is coming up very soon, and Karen is deflecting. She is going all around. They talk about how she called out Mia for having an opioid addiction, and Karen said, "Well, Mia admitted that herself," which she did. She went on a news channel and actually said the reason why she got into chiropractic services is because she did it as sort of spiritual regimen. When you do chiropractic health, it does kind of release certain pains in your body. So that way you don't have to get on prescription drugs. It has been proven to be a great tactic for a lot of different things, not just addiction, but a lot of different things. Pregnant women do it's a lot of things. So she did explain that. But I felt like Karen did use that as a point because, from what we understand, Mia didn't go to rehab, but at the same time, it's like she had an addiction. Karen has a drinking addiction, so it's two things. So I think Karen was trying to relate the two, but it didn't land. That's how I feel about that. Mrs. Best, how did you feel about Karen's explanation?
Karen is a drunk. Karen is a drunk. That's what I believe. I'm not going to change my belief because only a drunk would get that many DUIs. And that's okay. But I'd rather she keep it real about it. But I don't really feel sorry for Karen. I feel like Karen be BSing and worked so hard to look perfect that she didn't think about what would happen when her imperfections show. So I don't care. He said, "Could we talk about the charcuterie board?"
Yes, we can because actually, I don't know what that was. Um, don't ever do. You lucky I wasn't your house
That's
guest
what
because
she's
I'd have done.
doing with her budget. Now that Michael's budget she can't use unless it's for the kids no more. That's
It
her
don't
real
cost us.
budget.
Ashley can go right up to Safeway, get her a spread of deli meats, put it on toothpicks, and put it in, and get some grapes and some, crackers and cheese, and they
James, her
call it a day.
forehead was blocking her sight of what should be properly given and purchased when you have guests. I'm convinced her forehead is in the way.
I agree with this comment, Naya. They do lie and they both deflect. Absolutely. Mia did that at the end of this episode and it pissed me off. And Karen does it all the time. And I think I'm used to Karen doing it just because we know that's what she's going to do. We already know as the viewing, public. Um, that spread actually that was awful compared to other households. It was terrible. Like who the hell has a bowl full of popcorn and some fruit? Ashley, come on. Like
She fed
really?
them like it was one of her two kids. Because that's something you would get to her kids, minus the popcorn.
Yeah, she could have went to Wegmans. She could have went anywhere. I felt like Safeway was down the street from her, so that's why I said Safeway. But who knows? When you don't have culture or seasonings, that's the type of issue you do. Serve popcorn and cheese. Damn, Naya. It was funny when Giselle was eating that popcorn and I shared it. No, it was funny when she was stuffing that fruit in her mouth. I was like, damn, Giselle, take a bite. You ain't got to stuff that whole damn strawberry in your mouth. Damn. But anyways, though, that was it. And then Karen asked Giselle about Jamal getting engaged. Now we know in today's time, Jamal is now married to the lady. But in that time, he was, engaged, and Giselle said Karen is deflecting, which she is. She don't want to talk about her case, and y'all should just respect that at this point. She don't want to talk about, it, don't talk about it. But just getting her together every time, it's like it's annoying. I would be annoyed too, but she deflects, and Giselle said, "Oh, I'm fine with that. The girls were fine with it. They didn't have no problem with it, and that's because girls ain't really involved with him like that, and you don't want to say that out loud. But it is what it is, Giselle. But I'm glad that she's okay with. I guess she didn't really have no choice but to be okay with Jamal getting married again. So that was pretty much that scene all with it. So, Mrs. Best, is there anything you want to add before I move on?
I just think it's weird with Jamal. Like the whole marriage thing is odd. I don't know that anybody is looking at Dr. Carey as if she has sense because just a couple seasons ago he was trying to date his ex-wife. Now he's with you. Make it make sense.
I don't believe that was real. I don't believe he was trying to date Giselle. I think Giselle brought him on for a storyline. And even still, that's bad within itself. But I don't know. Is this the same lady he was dating during that time? I don't remember. I thought, hey, Kevin Reynolds, thank you for joining us. And DM Rocks, thank you for your comments. I am appreciating all of this. I
Well,
really
in
am.
the words of Monique, Pastor Holy Whore, we can't keep up. So
We can't keep.
I don't take him seriously though, and that's a shame to not take a pastor getting married seriously. That shows how bad of a pastor he is.
Damn. So yeah.
Anybody can read some words and make you feel inspired from the Bible. That's not hard. It's called paraphrasing. We all got through college that way. But the way that he lives, he is everything that you should not follow. And this is why the Bible says to follow.
Damn, she said a word there. Woo, okay, so we'll go ahead and move on with that being said. So now we have a scene with Wendy and her kids. Her daughter and her son are both graduating and going off into, one's going into elementary school and the other is going to middle school. They then talk about Wendy's actual birthday celebration. And the mama said, because Wendy wants all white, the mama said, "Oh, I'm going to come, but I may come in a different color." And she said, "Mama, you will not. You will come in all white, please. Thank you." That mama is just being a tyrant. She's saying, "Look, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to say what I want to say. Wendy, where my allowance? Where my $500?" That's all I got from this conversation, realistically. Um, they talk about Eddie's family coming to Wendy's birthday. From what I understand, it's either going to be the parents or the siblings because one has to babysit the kids and the other one has to be available. I don't know. I was confused by the whole situation, but I just hope they show up. Is more so the thing. And she was acting a damn fool. I was like, I wish my mom would come on camera and act like that. That lady, I don't know what she was doing. It was confusing the hell out of me. I was like, what is she doing? Why is she acting like this? I think Eddie's family don't like Wendy's mom. And you know what? Honestly, the more I watch this, I hate to talk about somebody mama like this, but the more I watch this, I can understand why.
She's not likable at all.
Yeah, I can
At
understand
all.
why. She's just to me, it's coming across like you feel very self entitled, and I wonder how that shows up in your children's lives. I do. Um, and Eddie's just happy to have his family, any part of his family, show up because, from what we understand, the grandparents or his siblings have not met their children, which is very sad to me. When they were saying that, I was like, damn. And they haven't had this connection as a family. So I think it is very important for them to show up. But when I was hearing all this, I'm like, man, that has to be hard on Eddie. Like, Eddie is a saint because there's no way I can go that long with making that big of a sacrifice for another person. I don't know if I could do it personally, but I have to give my hat off to Eddie because he is really in this to win this. He really is, and that's a good man. I'm telling you.
I mean, you get married not for your parents, you get married for yourself. You're supposed to leave and cleave anyway. So for him to like, he's doing the right thing in my opinion.
And one thing I did like about this conversation also, I love how Wendy told them the only way the children will get their trust funds is if they get their master's degree. Now I hope there's a college fund that offsets that, Wendy. I hope that's what you have in mind for them. But I like that she's giving them stipulations like you need to get some sort of degree. Well, she said master's degree, which is, quite big, but she told them that's a stipulation to get your trust fund. So if you don't want the money, then hey, that's on you. But it is there in case you go up to that degree. I think that that's very smart of them to do because it teaches the children that they have to reach for goals, especially ones that have been entitled to them probably since they were kids, since they were babies. So I actually can appreciate that. But that was pretty much the scene with Wendy and her family. Mrs. Best, is there anything you want to add to it?
I don't want to see these people no more. If this is all that Wendy has to give, I'm not interested. It seems like
Mhm.
these scenes with the family are just an excuse for her mom to be on TV, and I'm not interested in her mama. But that's just me.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it. So, y'all, this is where James finna not watch his mouth and act a complete fool. So, I hope y'all ready for this. Strap your seatbelts in, because this next thing took me for a whirlwind, baby. So, Ashley is at the house with her kids. The kids are up on the kitchen island, and I'm just looking at. Oh, I said we grew up differently because there's no way I could do this in my family's home. But when I tell you, Miss Sheila, baby. Sheila came in there with a brand new wig. Oh, Sheila, go, Miss Sheila. It was silky, it was curled, it was oiled. I said, look at Sheila, this new wig. Sheila say, not today. Y'all ain't gonna come on this YouTube streets and talk about my wig anymore. She said, watch your mouth reviews. You ain't finna talk about this wig. I done got me a new wig. I done oiled it. I done put the curls in it. I done combed it out so it ain't stiff. and I'm gonna show up on y'all asses. I see you, Miss Sheila. I see you, Miss Sheila. Go on, I ain't mad at you, Miss Sheila. I'm mad at you a little bit, but I ain't mad at you, Miss Sheila. Y'all better clap in this chat and in these comments for Miss Sheila and her new wig. Oh, yes, Miss Sheila. Okay, that's enough. No, I know. She didn't need all that, but I'm just saying that shocked the hell out of me when I saw that wig on her head. I said, "Yes, Miss Sheila, you better come and looking good, girl. I see you." So, um, oh, she got her allowance. Hey, loves, I'm at work with my Bluetooth in. Okay, don't get in trouble now. I done warned you about this. I done warned you. So now we didn't caught up here and we got Miss Sheila sitting down. And what we understand is that Miss Sheila is going under an illness and she's going to have to be taking some time off work. And a lot of that falls on Ashley because Ashley's an expert of support. But mind you, Miss Sheila got a whole nother man. So Ashley asked Miss Sheila, what's going on with this man? Is he working now? Miss Sheila said, yeah, he working. And is he contributing to the household? Yeah, he is. He's contributing just a little bit. And then she goes, okay, is it enough? No, no, it's not enough. And I said, well, then, damn, what the fuck he doing there, Miss Sheila? And so so we have a flashback of the time where Ashley had to have the conversation. I had totally forgot about this. This is how much I don't care about Ashley shit. Ashley had a flashback where she had to, have that conversation because Michael wanted to cut that mama off. And Ashley had to put her foot down. She goes, no, if I cut her off, my mama gonna be living back in a tent with this food. And I forgot that that's what happened. I said, damn, not you living in the tent over some man. That man must be putting it down for you to go and live in extreme poverty. Oh, I mean, he must be something else. Like, I don't want to put it off on something else. I don't want to say it's drug related, alcohol. I don't want to put it on that. I don't, y'all. I don't. But there has to be something because there's no way in hell I would ever do that. But Miss Sheila working, she's working her 12 hours a day. I wonder what she do because I guess, I don't know what she does for 12 hours a day, but go ahead, Miss Sheila. We happy for you. We really are. She, as I said, she looks good. She does. And, she's saying how much she's proud of Ashley, and Ashley returns that she's so proud of her. And that was pretty much the scene. I was just so happy for Miss Sheila's wig, y'all. So, Mrs. Is there anything you want to mention on Ashley's little scene with her mama and that new wig?
Now we understand why Ashley dates the way she dates. They're both stupid. That's all. Something wrong with both of them. And
Oh, Lord, that's something wrong with both of them. But, y'all, I'm praying for Miss Sheila and her health. I hope she makes a great recovery because she has a whole lot more life to live. And I'm also praying for Ashley because I know that could be a hard burden to bear. So prayers go up for both of them. It's good to see you, Miss Sheila. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. So now the next scene we talk about is Jazzy's event. She's throwing a party celebration for her boyfriend Darius. Y'all know he plays for Kansas City Chiefs, and they have won the Super Bowl at that time. So she is throwing a party in celebration of that, and it was a very nice event. It makes me sense why Eddie's parents do not feel it for Wendy's family. The mother is a piece of work. Oh yeah, she definitely is. That lady's something else. But yeah, Jazzy's event. And Jazzy's going around, she's looking at everything, making sure everything's all decorated, and the ladies start to appear one by one. Giselle gets there first, and then Mia gets there. So Mia meets Ink for the first time, and she makes a little, some shade comment. She goes, I see why Karen called him DJ Applebox because he is short. And yes, that man is a great inch short. Like, I would say at least 4 inches short. I don't know what he was wearing. I don't know if Kierna didn't tell him what the event was supposed to be because everybody was dressed up with him, and also TJ didn't have on the appropriate attire. At least I didn't feel that way either about TJ. Either I felt like he was just wearing like just a lounge wear, like that's something you go to a lounge in. But they're all getting there. Everyone's, speaking to everybody. Kierna, once she got there, she immediately got Mia together. She said, look, I wanted to clarify some things about you putting out there that I was with a drug dealer and that's my man over there. And he was like, oh no, I can see he's clearly not a drug dealer. It was like, but Mia, that's not what you implied. That was very smooth how you was trying to make it a pass, but you said the drug dealer boyfriend, i.e., keyword is boyfriend that seems current. You didn't say ex-boyfriend, you didn't say former boyfriend, you say drug dealer boyfriend. So Kiana Herbert cleared that up with them, and Mia eventually apologized. She didn't. You could tell she didn't want to give Kiana an apology eventually, like at first, but she then, wisens up and gives an apology. So Stacy and TJ walk in, and she introduced TJ. He goes up to Wendy and Eddie, and she goes, Wendy's like, "This is Stacy's man." He goes, "Yeah, that's right. I'm her man. Yes, that's exactly what I am." Look at Eddie. Look at Eddie. And over there, just wanted to give him another hug and had his hand on there, and I'm just like, oh, jeez.
If you have to do all of that to state that you are somebody's man, first of all, that's something my gay best friends would do. Sorry, James. That is exactly what they would do. And I love them for it. But that's what they're supposed to do as my gay best friends. This man is, I would say, posing as something that he's not. I feel like what's going on with Stacey and this man, I feel like she didn't want to come on TV without a man on the Housewives. And so she hit up her friend and he was like, yeah, of course, I'll do this for you. But that's what it's giving because Stacey seems like the type that's uppity and cares what people think about her. But I don't think these people are in a relationship. I don't.
I don't either. I don't either. And it's the way it now this is not the first time this man has given this kind of behavior to other men in the room. Y'all remember the situation a few episodes back with the trainer and how he was all smiling at the trainer and stuff. I'm peeping game. I really am. I am seeing it. It's not that hard to really miss. And Stacey's not saying anything. Stacey is just smiling, just cheesing. I didn't hear Stacey talking in this entire episode except for the beginning. Did y'all notice that? Stacey didn't say near a word. Because Stacey, now that you pointed that out, Mrs. Best, it kind of gives that. It does. Because Stacey didn't say anything the entire time, y'all. She was silent. So I'm like, either Stacey is trying to let this man fall on his own sword because she knows what's about to happen, but she knows he's going to tear his ass up, or she realistically does not care. She just needs arm candy. So I'm just saying. TJ said in conversation about how being physical makes it boring. He did say that, and I'm just
Let me
like,
tell y'all, ain't a straight man on the planet gonna have trouble or feel bored being physical. If I call my husband right now to get physical, he gonna leave work. That's how the energy should be.
that's what I want. I want you to say, yeah, I'm going home for the rest of the day. James needs me. That's exactly what I'm looking for as well. So absolutely, I'm glad we on the same page here. Because yes, I need you to. If I'm like it's a dry spot, I need you to come home right now. So yes, that's exactly what he needs to give. I don't know. It's just I get up. I get being an actor and how you really don't want that connotation because we still haven't progressed as a world yet to really understand what that is. I know that there's people in the industry that are making strides, like Niecy Nash is a great example. Great example. She is making strides because she is still booked and busy despite being married to a woman. Like a lot of people thought that was going to have a career suicide move, but actually it made her career skyrocket even more because she's still getting jobs. Like networks are still coming to her with series ideas and wanting her to star in it. So I feel like maybe because he's a man, it may not happen that same way. But I'm like, well, it's not happening now, so I don't understand what I mean. I don't know. To each his own. I guess. I guess to each his own. I would have smiled politely and ghosted him after this. Yeah, I would have too, because that says the writing on the wall right there, Stacey. If this is really real, Stacey, because we have a feeling that it isn't. But from there, um, Jazzy's boyfriend Darius walks in with another football player. His name was Prince something. Very handsome guy, by the way. The friend Darius is handsome too. Okay, I'm gonna give it. I see. You know what? I'm gonna give Jazzy some grace this episode because I know we've been coming at her with this situation since things have been coming out in the blogs about her and this whole situation. And the baby mama has also come out as well and speak on it. And from what I gathered upon her speaking on it, it's very much giving Tara, Peter, Guns, and Amina. It really is. It is given that granted situation. Had the kids with her, been with her for a minute. Maybe shit got boring. Maybe shit wasn't what he wanted. Met this girl, fell in love, got married. That's what it's giving. That's what it really is. But as I said, and as I said, Jazzy, I get a girl. I'm a dimple guy too. I can't resist. That's why I only date men with. So I totally get it. But in terms of this, like the girls are meeting Kim, and he came in and he immediately started giving her a kiss. He didn't even say hey to anybody, and it's given. I'm gonna be nice because I was gonna say it's given for the cameras. It really is. It really is given for the cameras. But he may be very much so in love with her, y'all. It may be a very much situation where he's in love, and I'm happy for him if that's really what this is. But he started talking to the ladies. They get introduced, and what's funny? I was thinking about it. The other football player, his friend Prince, the Prince of, he would look good with Stacy. I was watching him too because they were kind of standing next to each other. He would look good with Stacy. Mrs. Best, what do you think?
Repeat that because I was walking through a bunch of crackheads.
No problem. What I was saying was Darius and his friend, the football player. I was saying that he actually would look good with Stacy because she was standing kind of next to him when they were introducing him.
Listen, I'm with Naya. Let her be dumb in peace. Let her peacefully be foolish.
Stacy, I'm trying to
Okay?
advocate for you in this. I'm trying, Stacy.
Where's her ex-husband? I need to see her ex-husband to understand what she's looking for. Because I can't help but also think Stacy from Detroit. So, and she seems kind of lost and away from her own culture. So all my black people who understand. So I don't know. I just want Stacy to make TJ go away. That's all.
Maybe we could try to like speak into existence that she'll get with the prince and her and Jazzy could double date and that could be her new man. Because I don't know, out of all the women, I was trying to I put him with Giselle and I said, no, that ain't gonna work. I put him with Ashley and I said, no, that ain't gonna work. And so when Stacy came up, I was like, yeah, I could see him with Stacy. I feel like they would be a good match. He's very quiet, very poised. She's quiet and very, very properly put together. I can see that happening, y'all. Let's get Stacy away from TJ and put her with the prince. I want her with the prince now. I think that they would be a perfect couple. So Jazzy makes a speech and she honors her man. She said that he's a 3-time Super Bowl winner and that she's very proud of him. That the president honored him and everything. And she said, "What God can give, no man can take away from you." And he go, "I know that's right, baby. Yeah, yeah." And I was looking, I was like, "Oh Lord Jesus," but that's okay. I'm happy for them. I really am. And the party continues on, and Mia walks up to Karen because Karen, hold on, what y'all say to these chats? Because I see something. Let's be serious. Both Stacy and TJ are merely playing in the audience's faces. I mean, they ain't playing. I know what I'm looking at. I'm just trying to have fun with it like they are. Like I said, TJ can slide in my DMs at any time. At It's Me, James Jackson on IG. Go ahead and do it, TJ. I'm open to you. Like I said earlier for Ashley, season listen. Oh. Y'all stop coming for Ashley. I was playing get her. I don't care. Let her be dumb in pieces. She like it. Yep, that's how I feel. So Mia walks up to Karen and they exchange and Giselle takes them to the side because she wants them to kind of work out their differences. And Giselle was really being one-sided. She really was. She was like, Karen, you said some low things about, Mia having opioid addiction. I don't think that was cool and everything. And Mia clarifies that she was never in rehab for that. She overdosed and was in the hospital for it. And I'm like, that's not better than, but okay. Okay, maybe that's just me, but okay. And so they were going back and forth, and then Giselle eventually gets them to say, you've gone low, I've gone low. They both apologized to each other and they, tried to move on, but they were still taking shots and digs at each other. And it was like, if y'all don't grow up, like seriously, grow up. It's more so on Karen's side. I have to take up for Mia, but it is on Karen's side because Karen, all you have to do is just shut it down. And they wouldn't have anything to attack. But the fact that you say you can't speak on it, and the fact that they are already seeing things on the blogs, it's like, what else can they do? So, Mrs. Best, is there anything you want to add to that?
Did you ask me something?
I did. I asked you, is there anything else you want to add with the situation with Mia and Karen and then going back and forth?
No, because they're both full of shit. That's how I feel.
There you have it, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and move on because that was, it. So Karen meets up with her cousin, her cousin David, who has a special place in my heart as well. Come on, cousin David, and it's me, James Jackson. Don't be shy. But um, hello, one ODs. They are observed for a few days. This is rehab. I know that, but that's why I say it's not better. That's not any better. I know this, but Mia gonna play in our face all the time. So semantics, the message is the same. She can add addict to her resume of, oh, nah, I couldn't even finish that because I was about to bust out laughing. But anyways, y'all, Kara beats up with good old cousin David, and she, y'all, Karen is reading her soliloquy, reading her monologue, and I'm okay with it. Apparently, cousin David was on the phone with her when the accidents happened, and then she's adding on sauce to it, raised tax issues that she had to give up her whole check and sell the house to make sure that got paid off. Then when her parents died, she got the house in Great Falls so they could move in, but they never made it to the house. And so she just said it was just stress and stress and stress. And it's like, Karen, I get that because I lost a parent this year as well. I get that that is hard, and to lose both parents in a matter of 6 months with each other, I can't even imagine. But one of the things that I have not turned to is a numbing mechanism to numb my pain. I am just dealing with it. I am going to grief counseling. I am in therapy. I am trying to move on with it the best way, and at the same time, get my life together. So I totally get that, but
Karen is annoying and she acts like she's the only one that goes through these things. The part that really annoyed me though, listen, Nana, you need to stop bringing up what you had to do for your husband. You having to give up a paycheck and to sell your house so that you can pay off taxes for you and your husband. Well, that's what the fuck comes with being married. The other thing, bitch, you a gold digger and you was with that man for the money. Let's keep it 100. Okay? So, in my opinion, you shouldn't complain about having to bail Ray out one time when he is the whole reason that your ass is out of Surrey County. Now,
she
why she
said,
got me defending Uncle Ben? That's what I want to know. Why do you have me defending Uncle Ben? Also, as quiet as it's kept, unfortunately, people lose parents and people close to them every single day. People are always dying. It's the one part of life you can be guaranteed. You eventually will pass on. So I'm not trying to be insensitive because I understand it's difficult to lose a parent, but you have every resource and accolade and all of these things available to you to heal. The rest of us out here, we can barely afford our co-pays for grief counseling. But you, Miss Karen Huger, are out here able to afford the best of the best and to heal yourself. And you chose not to, which is your right. As someone working in mental health, I don't want to be an entire asshole. But Karen like to have people feel bad about shit that she either chose, caused, or has the ability to improve. And I am tired of it. I am tired of it. But to her cousin, hey,
y'all know I love me some cousin David. I don't know why he was crying. I mean, I guess it was probably hurtful for him to be on the phone and maybe it was a casual conversation or who knows what the conversation was about. And then all of a sudden you hear boom or crash and not knowing what else it is. So yes. I don't know. I just feel like for me, listening to Karen, it was kind of like the same old thing where I agree with Kevin Reynolds' comment right here. It's like, okay, if you so above it, then why do you keep trying to make sure that the audience feels sorry for you? Just say let the shit play out and y'all will see. Hello, Dimples on Demand. Karen needs to look towards the future and not bring up these things from the past that she states is affecting her future. I absolutely agree with you. Absolutely agree with you because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, well, ma'am, look, the shit happened with Ray 5, 6 years ago. That shit is old now. We don't need to hear it anymore. You know, I get you never really grieve your parents' death in any timely manner, so I'll let that slide. But it's no excuse for you to be drinking and driving, then having no insurance, and the car is not registered. You own something else that's suspended. That's no excuse. You can go to the DMV and get that shit fixed. You can call your car insurance and pay your little copay. Maserati's insurance is not that expensive unless your driving record is fucked up. So I'm just saying the shit that she's talking about is
James, this woman has multiple DUIs, so I'm sure that her insurance rates are tough. I'm sure that Karen is calling cost you less and freeway insurance. But she has no excuse. I just want Karen to be real. Karen's likable already because she came off as somebody who was real. But as seasons have gone on, I think this cast is especially guilty of it. And the money that they accumulate, you could tell that it really changes how they are and how they come across to the audience. So if you can't talk about your DUI, Karen, then look here, Auntie, leave the show and handle it and then come back. Other housewives have done it, but don't sit in our face and be bored and get at these women calling other people drug addicts when you yourself are in the same category. Just
I agree.
saying.
I agree.
Right. She can
And like you
hire a
said,
damn driver.
she can. She has every means possible to hire a driver. Every means possible.
If I
Karen has
can
money.
afford to pay for a nicer Uber, okay, on a social worker salary, because that's what I do daily for those who don't know. And social workers, we are overworked and underpaid, okay? But if I can afford an Uber, then she can. I promise you she can. Uber
Absolutely, she
Black.
can. Absolutely, and she can afford the insurance too. She just being cheap. Karen is that bougie auntie one hates to see. Oh, I know. I hate to see it. I'm telling you, yes, that's the one that be judging all the food, but they ain't letting the hand to cook. No excuse. You have money. Exactly. Absolutely. I agree. Take a break from the show and come back when you can tell your truth. You know what? She ain't gonna never. She can take a break from the show, but she ain't gonna never tell the truth. Karen's never gonna tell the truth. Karen is going to lie and deflect and make something look like it's something different. And just because it ain't pretty, I'm telling you, Karen is never going to
That's
change.
why she keeps drinking and is miserable. And she
Hmm.
needs to tell the truth to herself because alcohol is a depressant. If you do it a little bit here and there to have fun, fine. But Karen is driving so much and then thinking to get into cars that drunk. And I want to know where she was that allowed her to leave drunk. Because whether it's a diner, if you serve alcohol and have that license, sorry, y'all, the wind's crazy in San Francisco. But if you serve alcohol, you should have a responsibility to take the keys away from somebody if you notice that they're lit. Like, I don't understand it.
Yes, her excuses are the same as Kenya Moore talking about she was protecting her baby by blowing up those porn pictures. Yeah, exactly. Come on, Kenya. If that was the case, getting a restraining order, she was that threatening. Shout out to the social workers. Yes, shout out to all of them. Y'all are underpaid. Y'all work 10 times as hard, and that shit is crazy work out there. So shout out to all of you.
I'm going to tell all my coworkers to watch this part of the live.
Yes, please tell them all.
We'd like to thank our student loans. Oh, Lord. That's why she drinks,
Yeah,
probably.
exactly. We know why she drink. Yeah, we know she's numbing the pain, and it's like, no, you need to deal with it. Deal with the pain, and then it makes you stronger. Stop trying to numb it. So, y'all, that was pretty much Karen's scene in a nutshell. We're gonna move on to the final scene, the scene that pissed me off about the whole damn episode. I don't know how to feel about this situation. So maybe y'all in my comment section, maybe y'all can tell me how y'all feel about this. So I'm gonna describe the scene. So me and Ink are at the house. Ink surprises the kids with popsicles. They jumping up and down, flipping and flopping everywhere in these people apartment buildings, acting like y'all ain't got neighbors downstairs. But okay, because I couldn't do all that in my mom's house. I just couldn't do it. But Gordon comes by and immediately he sees Ink, he's pissed off and he's not saying much or anything. Wait, the cousin was on the phone when she cries. He may be a witness. Tell Auntie to stop slurring and start. Oh, you got it
Thank
because
you,
they
Naya.
subpoena him.
She's
Oh,
thinking, though, Karen thinks that by having herself on television crying about the situation, it's going to make her look like, oh, she feels bad. That's going to get her off. The court wants to see remorse. They do when it's your first DUI. But this is not your first DUI. This is another one. So she really incriminated her cousin because now if he come in the court and lies, let's say they call him in the court and lies. Now she got her cousin in some mess. So Karen really should. I stand by what I think. She needs to leave the show until this is sorted out. There's no way to spin a DUI to look positive. There's no way to sit up here and plead not guilty to a DUI. You was pulled over behind the wheel. You was in the driver's seat. You were drunk. A blood test, the sobriety test, all of those things will prove that you were drunk. So Karen needs to just stop. Just say sorry, girl, and do your community service.
Absolutely. So the last thing, yeah, and I unfortunately we got to talk about this bullshit. Oh my god, I can't stand these three. I'm telling y'all, Bravo in this call center. I don't know why y'all wanted it. Yeah, yeah. I don't. Yeah, flipping the flop. This is what the kids was doing. I said, damn, y'all was up in this people apartment buildings doing all this. I tell you, Gordon gagged me when he dropped that. Oh yeah, so we finna get to it because my mind changed now. See, I wasn't on anybody's side when this shit started. I was like, fuck both of them. But Mia, now come on now. Come on. There's way more to this story than you leading us to believe here. Way more to this story. So they're in the kitchen and he says, I don't want to film with him because I'm not here to promote y'all's relationship, which I can understand that. Because imagine being married to somebody and y'all are on public platforms and then they bring in a new person to then throw in your face when y'all haven't even filed paperwork yet. So I was kind of like, I understood where he was coming from. It's like, you want me to be okay with this, but I'm not. First of all, he's not your husband, so we don't have to co-parent, which is another thing I agree about. They're not married, so they don't need to co-parent with each other. He doesn't need to be involved in anything. He need to go sit in the other room and wait till y'all finish y'all conversation. Yeah, that pissed me off too. I love you, Dimples on Demand. I don't know if you're new to my channel, but I love you already. Thank you for being here because you saying everything that I want to see on this one. Yes, loving hip hop Potomac. It is ghetto. I ain't
That
never heard
part,
it
that
is ghetto.
part. I
It is.
people be thinking I'm judgment. I had actually got some hate emails from people, and y'all can all kiss the blackest part of it. But I had got some hate emails from people for saying like Mia is giving, love and hip hop and or Zeus vibes. But no like woman that's established and actually like carries herself in a way that's dignified would end up in this type of situation. This is
I'm trying to
just
tell y'all, because didn't y'all forget the previous episode where she deep throated the tip of that bottle and then she said that's how you keep a boyfriend and a husband gloating about the shit? So we gonna ignore that and say that that's really Real Housewives material and that's not loving hip hop and Zeus. Okay, y'all. Okay, maybe it's just me. Okay, okay, and I appreciate you. I'm glad you are enjoying yourself so far. We try to keep this entertaining. But here's what I'm gonna say. So they're going on in this conversation. He's going back and forth, and he says all he sees when he looks at Ink is a man that broke up his marriage, that had an affair with his wife. Even when he said at the beginning of our marriage, when the affair happened, you had an abortion for this man. And Ink said, "Oh, I know nothing about that." And Mia looked at him like, "Yes, you did, you know." And even Ink looked, I mean, even Gordon looked at him like, "Come on, man, like let's not do that. Let's not." Oh yeah, we definitely get them, absolutely, y'all. I definitely get people find my email on the in my description or however they get it, and yeah, they send us lots of crazy ass shit. Absolutely, I've
it's
gotten a lot of
okay.
crazy shit.
It's totally
Yeah,
okay.
we're fine. We're fine with it. I laugh at half the shit.
I'm
Me and her,
used to it now.
we be laughing at. It is like Mia lies so damn much, but I'm not on board with this, y'all. I'm not on board with somebody who's been because I thought it was just when he got sick, and I know he wasn't sick at the beginning of his marriage. So I'm kind of like, okay, so you've been cheating this entire time. And you're trying to make it justify it because you said he was evil towards you. You said he put you through a lot. Ma'am, you could have left at any time.
She lies because she doesn't. Mia lied about everything. Even working in the strip club, she tried to say it wasn't a strip club. Bitch, you was climbing the pole. We know exactly what was really going on. But Mia lies about everything. So I don't trust anything that really comes out of the mouth of anybody on television until I see receipts and proof and things of that nature, or until you're able to talk to other people who are around before the cameras were who can confirm or deny what's going on. So I don't believe nothing that Mia says. And it's starting to make sense why G is so upset and so
Mhm.
emotional. They're trying to blame it
Yeah.
on bipolar, but once you have your medication for bipolar, 9 times out of 10, you are going to be
I don't care if he
okay.
had a spasm. Just imagine the gall and like the audacity that you gonna throw this man in my face, make it seem like we just one big happy family. Talk about me. Meanwhile, the episode before that, I hope Gordon watching this shit. The episode before that, you over there gloating about how you got a man and a husband. Like people
Either way,
are
to
crazy.
cheat on your spouse, whether it's a husband, a partner, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, to cheat without using protection, knowing that your ass is fertile, is nasty work.
Hmm. Absolutely. Now, I am going to say it was wrong of him to bring that up on camera, but as I said, Mia has done crazy ass shit to where we need to start making sense of this now. Now it's starting to get to a point where I need to make sense about this. I mean, it is wrong to do it, but at the same time, she left room and opportunity for this to happen. There's only so much a person can take of you gloating about this than what meets the eye. But this shit was crazy, y'all. But what you're saying, when did Mia have time to be in a marriage with Gordon, a relationship, and living with Ink, and now dated an NFL player with two kids? Let me tell you something. Dimples on demand. There are 24 hours in a day, and Mia looked like she only need 2 hours of sleep. Because if it's not exposed that way, it sure do play that way for me looking at her face. So I'm just saying, anytime Mia's out open, she is lying. Absolutely. Ink wasn't even phased by because he knew about it. That's how I know, because he would have got mad. Any real man in that situation, even though he probably wouldn't have any room to get mad, because you are sleeping with some man's wife at the end of the day. I don't care if you had her first. She obviously didn't think that much of you, or you didn't think that much of her to marry her at the time when y'all worked together in the beginning. So therefore, you were sleeping with another man's wife. So he wouldn't have no room to really be mad about that if she did do that. But at the same time, I feel like he knew about it. I do. I feel like he knew. And there's nobody that's gonna tell me different. Hi, April Morgan. Thank you for being here, love. We do appreciate you. So, but that conversation, Gordon is mad. He don't want to have no conversation. He don't want to reason with me, and then I wouldn't either, because this is embarrassing. Like, you over here showcasing that you in a whole nother relationship. We're still legally married and binded in this situation, and you're trying to throw ink on this show to make
Oh
it look
yeah,
like.
ink pissed me off with the oh this my lady though. Sir, according to whatever state that they were legally married to, and this woman don't belong to you at all. She belongs to Gordon, not you, sir. So that just showed me like I think
No,
Ink wants to be on TV.
it's giving a plot that fell backwards. Now, let me explain what that means. It feels like a man pimping a woman out. Hey, go marry this man. Let's spend up all his money and his cash and stuff, and till the shit run out, and then we can come back and get back together. This is what this is giving. I'm gonna say allegedly to protect myself and my channel, because I cannot speculate that, but I'm saying it's given that situation to me. It is. It's given that situation, because what let me believe that is because he was there the whole time. He was there the whole time. It wasn't what they let on last season, where he came in when Gordon got sick and he gave her that hall pass. It wasn't given. He's been there since the beginning of the marriage, according to Gordon. She had an abortion. So I'm sorry, it gives to me that y'all out here, and I'm gonna say allegedly wanting, allegedly again, allegedly scamming somebody out their money. That's what it's given to me. I don't know. I could be wrong, and I don't really care one way or the other, because they both on some bullshit to me. But yes, it is given that. What do y'all say in these comments? They just play around with the marriage title. We get married in the first place. Why get married in the first place? And why does Gordon still want to be with me? I don't think he wants to be with Mia, but he wants Mia to stop acting like the demise of their marriage was all him. I think that that's really more so what it is. I don't think he wants to be. I think he wants Mia to admit that she had fault in this marriage for her to get in a relationship with a whole nother man and broadcast it on TV as if her marriage with Gordon was done, when truth be told, it wasn't. I think that that's really what it really was. Gordon is me. Oh yeah, I've been gone too. She wouldn't even. They wouldn't even have time to even. I wouldn't even argue. As soon as I saw that man, I would have left. Not to be funny, yeah, I was waiting on Gordon to read. I was too, because I knew he was going to, because that man is hurt. Y'all, that man is hurt by this. Like, I could tell this man is hurt. But as I said, karma come around, because you did leave your wife and your other children for this lady. So let's not act like, Gordon, you innocent in this situation, because you're not. Yes, Mia has a lot of the blame because she's putting this shit on TV, but you have a part in it too, sir. You're not exempt from this shit. You had a part in it as well. So,
I think it's important to be reminded again, like Monica told Jocelyn, the same way you catch them babies, the same way you're going to lose them. That doesn't just apply to women, that goes both ways. Gordon is quite literally losing Mia the same way that he got her. And so I don't feel bad for either of them. But I will say that Mia, no matter which way you cut it, what happened, she was a hoe that he turned to a housewife, and now he's supposed to feel bad for you after stealing this man from somebody else because of what you're dealing with. All of them are a little bit touched, in my opinion. It's like Motel 6, the lights are on and ain't nobody here. I don't understand it, but they're going to keep up with the foolery because people keep watching and nobody else on the cast has a storyline. So, gotta unmute yourself.
Whoops, sorry, y'all. What I was saying was, I feel bad for the kids. I feel bad for the kids because they're going to see this on TV. They're going to one day look at their parents. They're going to see how trivial this is. They're going to see how ridiculous this is. And they're going to be like, damn. And then you're gonna have another kid question the paternity of who his real father is because of this bullshit. You going when they get older and people talking about their mama, they're gonna be fighting kids. Like, y'all don't understand the scrutiny y'all are putting y'all children under. Especially because I think Mia has a teenage son, if I'm not mistaken. So I can only imagine if his friends know who his mama is, because I'm sure they mamas watch this shit. It's just I feel bad for those kids. I do. I feel bad for them because they don't need to be in this environment. They don't need to know that their mama is over there jumping up and down, deep throating a vodka bottle, talking about she got a husband and a boyfriend. They don't need to see that. So shame on Mia, shame on Gordon, shame on Ink. Shame on all three of them. Because this is not the light that these kids, even though I can't even say it's real because I ain't never heard of this shit before until this. So I can't say it's like real. I'm sure it happens, y'all. I'm not saying it don't happen. But I'm just saying to gloat about it and to make it seem like this shit is game and funny and you doing this for money at the end of the day, it really goes to show what you are like. And I'm done with this. I can't do too much. Bravo in that call center. I can't do too much more Mia in this bullshit. I can't do too much more of this because, and I wouldn't film either. I wouldn't want anybody to see me. I know he has come on camera once before, but I wouldn't even come on the show. I would deny that was my mom.
Not Judy from Family Matters. I'm hollering. What?
You haven't seen me or something. He reminds me of you. Oh, girl, wait a minute. Damn. Damn. But it is. It is. I feel sorry for them. And they're such adorable kids. I just feel so. I hope, Lord, please, I just hope that they figure this shit out because I don't want to see this no more.
Well, as long as the cameras are there, I have a feeling she's going to find a way to extend it. But I don't care to see her. I don't care to see Ink. I don't. I just don't care. And Ink needs to remember the way that he behaves and the things he says. Because if you're dumb enough to make Mia and her large hands your next wife, you're gonna feel away once a woman's your wife and somebody else talk about your wife as their lady. So I
Oh
wish
yeah,
them the
'cause I
best,
don't
but
believe
I
he has
don't.
the money. I don't believe he has the money to keep her. I don't. I don't believe he has the money that I'm
Listen,
putting it
he's
this
a
way. The same money that
radio
Gordon had in the beginning. I don't believe he has.
personality. He's a radio personality. Mia had confirmed that she was paying for Gordon's lifestyle. I don't think Gordon's all out of money, but I do think she helps to pay for a lot.
Mm,
But I do get the feeling that when it comes to Ink, she is the main person paying for everything. And eventually that will get tired. Eventually that will run out. And I just want Mia to know publicly somewhere on a platform when the day comes that this Mr. Ink man ain't taking care of you and you're miserable or looking for your next divorce, please do not complain about it on television because we do not feel sorry for a hoe. I mean, you, her. We
I
don't.
don't deserve her either, but I'm just saying it's gonna come. Let her keep hanging out with Jazzy and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm
Jazzy dumb too. She barely got the man. You was the woman that was able to settle and said, okay, I'll stay. That's how you got him. So they
I'm
need to
just
really do
saying, like being in
something.
those rounds, and then you got the Mia. Trust me, Mia hanging with the right ones. I know she is.
And I'm
I
just
know the right
saying, this may be bad to say, but they are in Potomac, which is near the DC area. I am sure there are some sort of government employees or something for the US that they can bring onto this show to just up the quality and status of women because the women they have on this show right now, it really is giving ratchet, love and hip hop baby mama energy.
a couple of them, not all of them. A couple of them are giving that energy, but
Yeah. Yeah, they
I,
need to do better though with casting. I feel like Potomac's going to end up in the same place that Roni. and RHOA ended up, so they need to do something and quit.
I feel like they need to make the sacrifice and get rid of Mia. Jazzy's a side chick. So I mean, look, I don't know what to say of that situation. Like, I really don't know what to say. As I said in the beginning, it's given very much Peter Gunn's Tara and Amina. That's what it was giving me when the baby mama explained it. It was given very
And
much
a reminder, and I hate this because my government name is Amina, but Amina was nothing but a hoe turned to a housewife. That's it. She thinks that people really be thinking that having a ring or the title of somebody's wife, means something. It doesn't mean anything but to anyone other than to you and your spouse. And half the time it don't even mean that, depending on the marriage. So they
well, I
definitely
said he
need
played
to
it real
figure it
good
out.
for the camera. He really did. He was playing it real good for the camera. I'm telling you, if I wasn't, if I had the lick of sense I have, I would have thought that shit was real. Like, and it might be to an extent. I'm not saying it's not real, but I'm just saying for me, looking at it based on what's happening in the blogs today and what the baby mama said and her coming after bloggers with Jazzy, I'm telling you now. I warned you in my last video. I'm gonna warn you on this one too. Don't come over here with all that. I'm just saying, don't come over here with all of that because I'm trying to advocate for you based on what I'm seeing. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all better, in my comments, y'all better tell Jazzy, don't come over because I'm not, because I actually saw the video with Coloring Me Pink and her actually responding. And I'm just saying that wasn't nice. All we were saying is we did, all us YouTubers were saying was we saw some evidence that there was at least overlap at some point. So, but she defending this real hard. Like, she has come after several YouTubers over this, especially after the baby mama has come out and said something too. So she working overtime. Oh, okay. I'm not. Wait a minute now. I wasn't going that far, Kevin Reynolds. Damn. Okay. Yes. Well, the great thing about it, she don't spell it that way, but it is pronounced that way. So we good though.
Yes, mine is spelled the traditional way. It
The
happens.
traditional way, yes. So a beautiful name. We love it. We love it at all. But that was the episode, y'all. I didn't think we were going to be here. But once again, I appreciate all of y'all in this chat. All of y'all, especially because you know what this means for y'all. Y'all are my day ones. My channel is still growing. I ain't even monetized yet on YouTube, but y'all are my day one. So consider yourself family from the beginning because all of you are, no matter when you came, y'all are under the 1,000. So I'm glad that you had a great time. It was nice. I hope you come to more of my lives. I appreciate you. You were a joy. Thank you so, so much. I can't wait to get to know you. Thank you, Naya. I'm glad you have fun. Yes. Oh, yes. Please subscribe. Thank you. Share the video. Say you have fun. You guys, I'm trying to grow my channel. We try to have fun on here. But my next video is going to be Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We're going to be on Mrs. Best channel tonight. So if you guys are not subscribed to Mrs. Best, her information is in my description box. Please subscribe to her channel because we are going to do Queen's Court. I think there's 2 episodes of Queen Court that she and I are going to cover tonight. So make sure you guys are here. We're going to be there 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So make sure you guys don't miss it. I haven't watched episodes yet, but from what I heard, it was really good. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, Kevin Reynolds. We thank you so much. But we'll see you guys on the next live. Thank you guys. Blessings to you all. Peace and joy. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.